In 1914, Sarajevo was a city where the echoes of empire and the aspirations of a oppressed Slavic people collided beneath a turbulent sky. At the time, Sarajevo was firmly under Austria-Hungary's rule, yet its streets simmered with nationalist fervor and mounting discontent. Many locals identified more with neighboring Serbia than with the imperial authorities that governed them. Nationalism was not just a sentiment, it was a rising tide threatening to sweep away old empires. Amid this volatile atmosphere, the heir to the Austrian throne, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, arrived for a visit that was seen by many as a provocative display of imperial dominance. This visit inflamed local resentment, fueling the belief among Slavs that Austria-Hungary was an obstacle to their independence. A secret society known as the Black Hand, composed of Serbian nationalists, viewed the Archduke as the symbol of their oppressors. Their goal was to carve out a free Slavic nation, and they believed that violence was the only way to achieve this. On a bright June morning, the city's streets became a battleground of hidden intentions and deadly resolve. 7 young men, members of the Black Hand, positioned themselves strategically along the route of the Archduke's car, armed with pistols and bombs. At approximately 10 a.m., an assassin hurled a bomb aimed at the motorcade, but it bounced off the folded top of the open car and detonated harmlessly underneath the following vehicle. The attempt failed, but chaos erupted instantly. Civilians screamed and panicked, and soldiers scrambled to respond. Remarkably, Franz Ferdinand survived the attack, insisting on continuing his scheduled visit to the hospital to see those wounded. Yet fate had a different plan. A wrong turn by the driver led the car down a narrow side street where the engine stalled unexpectedly. Suddenly exposed in the open, the car halted, and in that critical moment, Gavrilo Princip, a 19-year-old member of the Black Hand who had earlier failed to carry out his mission, appeared just meters away. Princip's eyes widened as he recognized the man in front of him, the very target of his earlier attempt. Without hesitation, Princip stepped forward, drew a pistol from his coat, and fired 2 shots in rapid succession. One bullet struck the Archduke, and another hit his wife Sophie, both suffering fatal wounds within minutes. Princip was immediately tackled and arrested, but the damage had already been done. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia, demanding strict punishment for the assassins and the government's involvement. Serbia refused, citing their sovereignty and the complex web of alliances that would soon entangle Europe. Russia, bound to defend Serbia, mobilized its forces in support, while Germany backed Austria-Hungary and France supported Russia. Germany's invasion of Belgium brought Britain into the war, transforming Europe into a battleground of global proportions. Within weeks, the alliance system meant for peace had unleashed a devastating world war, engulfing nations in a maelstrom of violence and chaos. Though the assassination was only the spark, it dramatically exposed the deep-rooted tensions, rivalries, and ambitions that had been simmering for decades. This single act of violence ignited a powder keg, unleashing decades of rivalry, fear, nationalism, and unresolved conflicts that had long been smoldering beneath Europe's surface. In the end, a tragic misstep, a teenager's gun, and 2 fatal shots set the world ablaze, rewriting history in an instant.